Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today is a special video because September is upon us. Fall is upon us. And what else is upon us? The September issue of Vogue. Okay, if you know, you understand how important the September issue of Vogue is. It's literally marking the end of a season, okay? The end of summer. Summer's behind us, okay? And what is upon us? The fall winter season. You guys have to understand that the fall winter season is crucial for every designer. It's setting the tone for Fashion Week, which is upon us. So the stakes are high, okay? The ads in this magazine, specifically the September edition, are skyrocketed high. They're so expensive. I mean, Dior took out the whole bag. Okay, Dior said, don't play with me. Okay, don't play with me. They brought out the Dior tank. If you know, you know. That's like an old tank from back in the day. The handbags, the advertisements in September edition specifically, really sets the tone for what they want to get into our psyches, okay? They're trying to get into our minds. They're trying to get into our pockets, okay? They're trying to say, this is the handbag that you need. This is the one I want you to go buy. And we're gonna go through a couple of them. We're not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna showcase some of the ones that I think that they're really gonna be pushing out for fall. One more thing. Emma Stone is gracing the cover, and she has a whole spread that Louis Vuitton, the creative director of Louis Vuitton, has decked her out in some of the finest fabrics. But we're not going to talk about the fashions as much. We're going to be focusing on the handbags, and let's get into it. The very first thing you see is Ralph. Okay, Ralph has taken out a lot of ad advertisements in this September edition. They have the very first coveted spot. And what do we see as soon as we flip in? I mean, look how many pages they have. Like, what? Okay, Ralph Lauren, one of my faves. But specifically the handbag that I see that they are focusing on is this one right here. You see, and I'm gonna put some cutaways so we're not just only looking at the magazine. But this beauty right here. Okay, so I've seen this bag a lot. This is the Ralph Lauren mini polo bag. This is a really cute bag. I think that this is a really nice, I would call it like a contemporary price point because it's not crazy in price, but it's a really good everyday type of bag. It's something that if you don't want anything super loud and you want something that's a little bit more muted and something that's definitely going to stand the test of time, hello, it's Ralph Lauren. I think that this bag is a really good one. They're doing it kind of like in a Western kind of situation here, which is kind of cute. But this type of bag specifically, and as you notice, there's going to be a little theme here. There's going to be so many slouchy bags that I'm going to be going over. Slouch is in. Everybody wants the slouch, okay? So this is definitely giving you a little bit of the slouch. Whenever you put something in it, it's gonna make it drop a little bit more, but I think this is a great contender, and I see why they put that in one of their ads. Okay, so who's coming in second? Coveted spot in the ads, is Prada. And Prada, this handbag that they are showcasing, I noticed, is called the Prada Dada Bag, D-A-D-A. Is it Dada? I don't know, but it's the Prada Dada Bag. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, so that's the bag that they're like showcasing. So that's the bag they're trying to pump up into our heads to purchase. Not really a fan of the bag. I don't really understand like the point of the buckle. I understand that they want it to be like slouchy but it's like you're giving structure to the slouch. I'm not a really big fan of this bag. I do like the long shoulder straps and how long it is. So I do think it's very versatile, but I don't know, not the biggest fan. I don't really like too many Prada bags. It has to be like a super standout situation for me specifically. But that specific bag, I'm not the biggest fan of, but do you, boo. So Prada, like Ralph Lauren, got themselves a big old spread. So this is the second page, and who is showcasing the bag? Kendall Jenner herself. Okay, so you already know they paid a pretty penny, okay, to get this bag showcased, to show you guys and to influence us by the #1 influencer herself. Well, one of them. But this specific bag is the Prada Petite Sac Noir, and it's in the Re-Nylon, which I love the Re-Nylon from Prada. It's like one of my favorite. I have jackets in that material. It's so classic Prada, but then it also has the leather strap. So you're getting the nylon and the leather together. I actually like this bag. Although she's carrying it very casually, I feel like it's a little bit more evening for us everyday kind of people, and we're not celebs. I like this bag, but like I said, I think I would carry it a little bit more evening or, yeah. But the nylon does give a casualness of it as well. So I don't know. I actually like this bag. Okay, so next up coming in hot is Dior. You guys, Dior didn't really showcase anything. They have this beautiful, I could not find it on the website. They have this beautiful Dior saddle. I love this pearl detail. I could not find it on the website. I don't know if it's out yet, but it is so cute. But that's literally the only one that they had. The other parts of the ads, like I said, they're showcasing on the back. They're doing the J'adore Dior tank, which is astronomical in price. I recommend getting the old one from the 90s, or was that in the early 2000s? It's one of them, but you can get them. Treasures of NYC has this tank. They always get restocks, and I already know that they're like 7 something. Whereas if you're buying it from, if you want to buy it brand new right now, I think it's like $1,000 or something crazy for a tank top. Girl, what? Anyway, so they don't have any other bags that they're showcasing. So I think that Dior right now is really focusing on maybe their ready to wear. I don't know, their shoes. And yeah. Next up, we have my favorite girly here. Louis Vuitton is the next one up in the ads. So they are, of course, taking over here. And what I noticed, the bag that they're pushing out is, here we go, they have a whole nother one. I mean, they did the whole spread, okay? So they want to get into your minds, and they want you to go ahead and get this bag, okay? I am not a fan of this bag. This is the Louis Vuitton Express bag. It comes in a PM size, an MM size, and then they have a whole duffel, or like a travel, I guess it's called the Express travel bag. I love Louis, but I'm not a fan of this bag. I don't know. I feel like it should either be a trunk, like a side trunk. I don't mind that soft side trunk bag. That's one of my favorite bags. I actually own that one. Or a full petite malle. I love a petite malle because it's definitely very trunk-like. But this one just seems like a sad trunk with a bunch of straps just falling down. I don't know. I don't like it at all. Like at all, which I'm glad because it's saving me some money. But yeah, I'm not a fan. It's the Express bag. It comes in yeah, the different sizes. I just don't like it. It does come in other colors. I do think it looks better in a lighter color. So yeah, I think that like if you did want to go for a bag like this, I think the lighter color trends and looks a little bit better than the black. I really don't like the black. And yeah, and it's extremely expensive. I think the PM size is like $4,500 or something. I'm like, no, I don't know. Get a petite malle or a side trunk or something. I don't know. And I'm sure it's very roomy. I'm sure it's like incredibly soft. So there's that, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. So Chanel is next up. They have a 4 pages or two page spread. So they have this one, and then they have this one. So look at these. These are so cute hanging off. But I couldn't find any information about this black one. Sorry. This was really cute, but I couldn't find any information about it. So yeah, I guess they're gonna let us know later, but I don't know. It's a big bag. It's like a kind of a tote kind of situation, leather. I don't know about this. I don't know about this hardware on the handle. I don't have too much information on it. It does look extremely soft. I do love that little flap in the front. But yeah, looks pretty classic to me. Okay, so Gucci came through. They showed out, you guys. They have so many bags. Like, they did it. This is everything that I would want Gucci to do, okay? They are literally going out with a bang. Okay, so they have this page. They have this page. They have, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. They have so many bags, okay? So what I decided to do is just showcase a couple of them that I personally like. You guys know I'm not Gucci girl, but, you know, like this one specifically, there's a couple of them that I'm like, I see you. And a couple of them I noticed that they showcased multiple times in the ad. Okay, so there's like multiple of these. So I'm like, okay, they really want us to look into this bag. Okay, so the very first bag that I noticed that has a whole page is the Gucci Marmont Maxi shoulder bag. I do love this bag. I think that is very nice. It's very expensive, so you have to really love Gucci for it because Gucci bags are not insanely priced, but this one is very high up there. So this is a very expensive bag. I do think that the taupey color looks a little bit better. That's really pretty. I like how they match the hardware with the leather. I think that that's beautiful. And it just really elevates the bag versus doing like a gold or a silver kind of hardware situation. So I really love how the black blends in with the black. The taupey color, I don't know if that's the right word, is blending in with that color. I think that that looks really nice, really elevated. And when you're paying that much for a handbag, that it needs to look expensive. It needs to look elevated. And I'm sure the leather is beautiful and soft. But yeah, so they have a whole page dedicated to that one. So they're definitely pushing that one out. Okay, the other handbag that I noticed that they put in a lot, and I love how they made it like a little scrunchy kind of situation, is the Gucci Beatrix tote bag. This bag is really nice. Once again, you're getting that slouch that is like the whole 2025, 2026 situation. 2024, girl, it's been slouch for a minute now. 2019, look, the Gucci, what is it? The Chanel 19 bag is like pillowy and slouchy. So the slouch is still here, okay? And that bag specifically is very slouchy. I really like that bag as well because it does seem a little bit more understated as well. You have like the little bit of Gucci like at the bottom, just like embossed in that. I think that that's really nice. I like that it's, oh, would we call that quiet luxury? I don't know, but it's definitely not boom, Gucci, you know, which I really like. I forgot a bag that I actually really, really liked when I was zooming in with my eyes, because that's the difference with reading a magazine and like looking at stuff online. I'm cracking up because I'm like, zoom in. Zoom in. No, but seriously, like this bag specifically, I just love the way they styled this, but this specific bag here, I was like, oh, what's that? What is that? I love a novelty. I love something that's just a little different. And I love like a wristlet type of handbag. And that's what this is. It's so evening. It's so cute. They come in a couple of different colors. It's called the half horsebit evening something pouch. I'll show it to you guys right here in the cutaway, but it's so cute. It's so dainty. It's very, very girly, and it's just something that I really like. There's so many handbags with this Gucci campaign. The Gucci soft fit maxi shoulder bag is also highlighted a lot in this. You have that horse bit situation that people like, so it does kind of give a little bit more of an understated kind of situation, more of maybe if you know, you know. So the other thing that's plastered all over this campaign is the Gucci Savoy duffel bag. It is so good. Like the way that they're carrying it in the campaign is everything. It's such a beautiful color. It's already sold out. The Savoy bag itself is not new, but that colorway is new, that mint green color, and honestly that's the only color that really even looks good, you know, like if you're carrying it. It's definitely something more for travel or if you have a lot of stuff for work, but that specific colorway, chef's kiss. Okay, next up in the magazine in terms of the ads that were shown is Kylie Jenner herself for Miu Miu. Okay, so the Miu Miu bag, this is just literally called like the leather tote bag or something. They don't even have a special name for it. But she's carrying the patent leather one, and I think that I think that's the only one that is in here. Yeah, because the next one is a different one. But yeah, she's carrying the black one. I think that, I don't like this at all, but I think I don't like this bag at all. I don't think it's functional. I just don't like it. I think it's very trendy, and I think that if somebody got it, they might regret it. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. It's very basic. It's just like, it doesn't feel like they put much effort into it. And I'm surprised that they had Kylie Jenner showcasing this one. So they're really trying to pump that one out, but I'm not a fan. Okay, and then the other one that they're showcasing is this Miu Miu Aventure Bag. This is really popular right now. I'm not a fan of it either. I don't really like the buckle. I don't really understand it, the hardware, and it makes it a very expensive bag because of that hardware. But yeah, it's very Miu Miu. So yeah, it's a little edgy. I think I can see it really nicely with like a leather jacket, leather bomber or something like that. But it's a pretty popular bag. You'll see it a lot on these runways. You'll see it a lot, at least the girlies walking to the runways. Okay, I don't know what's going to be on the runway this fall, but I do know a lot of the girls are going to be carrying this bag. So, Miu Miu is going to be all over the place. I already know. Okay, Fendi, like they are pumping out the Spy Bags. I mean, if you know, you know. If you don't know, the Spy Bag is reminiscent of another bag, of the bag that they had back in the day. I mean, we're talking Spy Bags and fly pads rooms at the Bluebird. Anyway, it's Jay-Z upgrade. You know, Spy Bags are not new, but they brought it back out for this season and they went crazy. Okay, so we have the Spy Bag everywhere. Okay, we have a bedazzled Fendi baguette here. Yeah, so Spy Bags are the thing. Once again, we're getting that slouch, we're getting that excitement, but yeah, they are. This is the second spread. I mean, Spy Bag galore. So they are really putting out that Spy Bag. They really want to take you on back. And I'm not mad at it. I actually like this bag. I think it's better than, I think they put out the Chloe Paddington bag that's coming out, or it might be already out. I'm not a fan of that one, but I think that bringing the Fendi Spy Bag is actually pretty cool, but pretty pricey, different sizes. And yeah, the Spy Bag is back. You guys, I did want to mention Ferragamo because Ferragamo really showed out. They have two pages as well, but I really like this. It's called the folded, it's just called the folded bag. It's so cute. I love the chain detail. I think this is so nice. It also comes in a clutch version. Beautiful. And Ferragamo does amazing leather. So I thought that this was really worth mentioning. And then there's another one. I think it's called the Gancini bag. It's a little bit more classic, I think, but you can carry it on your wrist, make it like a little wristlet. It's a little bit more, to me, a little bit more dressy, but I love the folded one. It's similar to, I guess they like the folded kind of situation. You know, the Ferragamo hug bag was really popular. So I did want to mention that. And then there's a couple more. Okay, Bottega just has this, and this looks like the Campana bag. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, that is a very nicely beautiful bag. It has a little bit more structure than some of their tote bags, but yeah, it's a heavy penny, but it's a pretty one. Yeah, so, and then the second one is just ready to wear. So yeah, they're pumping that out. This is so random. This is just an addition. I saw this watch in person at the Chanel store in Chicago. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, by the way. It just looks so quintessential Chanel. Last but not least is this Marc Jacobs bag, which I actually own, which I'm gonna do a video on, but this is the Christina bag. And okay, Marc Jacobs, like, I love this. Once again, you got the slouch going, and I do like this bag. And what was I gonna say about this? This is really cool. I love how they add the bag charms. I think that really makes the bag really special. But yeah, Marc Jacobs did the Christina bag, and I love that they have a little 2-page spread, okay? It's not a very expensive, it's expensive, but it's not Chanel, okay? But it's a nice bag as well. So thank you guys for riding with me on this little handbag journey, and I hope you enjoyed this. It's giving us a cute little forecast to what is to come for the fall, our favorite season. Any fashion girl loves fall, okay? And let's see what we end up seeing on the runway. Or actually, my favorite part is not the runway, it's the girls going to the shows, okay? I love looking at the street fashions and seeing what people are wearing to the shows. That's like probably way more fun to me to watch than the actual shows. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe if you love this kind of content, luxury stuff, handbags, all of that. But thank you for watching. So grateful. God bless. Peace.